Okay, so that's streaming. Yep.
Why does sometimes the
And
go live thing appear and sometimes it not?
don't ask me. It's caught me out a few times. Like I know we're done. It's like I don't know why it does that. It's bizarre. I'm sure there's a real reason for it. Okay, so I've just got the little notification up saying that there's a stream, and so now if I can find it, and of course, oh, there we go. All right, it's just loading.
If I had about 8 clips lined up,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way of doing it so that you can use the same source for them all? You've got to put them all as an individual source, have you? Okay.
Yep. And then, of course, the question is, how do you go from clip to clip easily in a way that's, not clunky? And so what you saw with my setup is that because we sort of have three different areas, three three different areas. I have up on the left hand side here, I'll have like
If I were to start recording
and then
here, this will mimic
Bring in
us
the different source for
streaming.
each one.
correct, yeah, and then it's all yep. All right, so
I
I'm
mean, I
just having
suppose
a hard time.
ideally, if I had time, I'd download all 8 and then cut down to the bits that we want to watch at and re-render it as one video, wouldn't I? But
Yeah, yep, yep. Now, and then your trick there is then you'd have to have some way of knowing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that the stream's working fine.
oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can hear both of us okay. And if I play this, sorry, let's play this a bit more. Make sure that's
live,
coming
we'll
through
just
okay.
do a little bit of a test. So make sure you can say something, and then we can just play that back and make sure it sounds okay.
Okay, well, I'll say
So-
one thing that won't make much sense, but I'll say some words just in case
Yep.
they're recorded.
I'll nod and laugh and think it's pretty funny. Haha.
Yeah, I think that's
All right,
working.
listen,
Yeah.
if I were to start recording here,
All right.
this will mimic us streaming live, and we'll just do a little bit of a test. So make sure you can.
All right.
It's like Inception. We've got like different versions of ourselves. It's done.
You would not know how many hours I've spent just with listening to myself over and over and over again and trying to, just having loops of me playing, like just recording stuff and playing it back so I could try and check it out. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So I would think that you would get, if you want to have, So coming back to that first question, if you cropped a number of different segments together, the only trick is knowing as you watch the video where to hit the pause button if you want to before you go to the next one, and that's not a hard thing. I mean, I used to do that by putting like a little colored dot in the bottom right hand corner a few seconds before you transition to the next one. So when you saw that, you knew it was coming up, and it wasn't obvious. No one else really was looking for it. So yeah. But otherwise, you can have 8 clips and you can go from one clip to the next. The good thing about having, say, 8 scenes is that you could then title each of the scenes. So as you transition from one to the next, you could have at the top there a title.
The name
this
of
is
the
that
race
video.
or who
Correct.
it was or whatever.
Yeah. But that just means that you've got more things to remember to change next time as well. So, yeah, and I haven't found an easy way of doing it. I mean, I can see an easy way of doing it. I just haven't really done it. And you have a text file, and you update the text file with all the titles, and then you reference the text files as a source in the titles in OBS, and it automatically updates them. But too many things. Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, mate, I think you're pretty good actually, and the audio sounded okay.
Yeah. Sweet.
What's your bandwidth there? I had it before, but I couldn't remember.
It's pretty big, I think.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I've got fiber right to my house, so it should be pretty big.
You're just boasting, aren't you? So down, you've got no problem. And once you're up, it's the up that kills us.
Right. Not that high.
Oh, it's probably. I don't know, you might have some myself going on, but that should be fine.
I've got like
That should
2
be
in the
fine.
garage. So 2 megabits per second, and I managed to stream.
Yeah.
no
Okay.
problems, so.
Yeah. So I was just looking at the settings. Also, the settings I have for the output, I've got that at 9,000 kilobits per second, so 9 meg per second. 4.5 should be fine. So see how that goes. So yeah, that's really about it. So just move around, set up your windows how you want them, change those backgrounds to whatever background you think is whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know how to do all that. The only thing I was trying to do, and I ended up doing with that little audio stream deck with the buttons, is I was trying to do all of the scene changes through hotkeys. Have you done that?
I haven't, no.
Yeah. So you may not want to do it at this point, but with the hotkeys. So the idea behind that is that, say, for example, you've got your scenes. So if you scroll down to a scene, because they're in fucking alphabetical order. So Rob. Because basically any object can be can have a hotkey.
Right.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I think that's a bit too much for me at the moment, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, no,
the reason
I'm doing with scenes.
Yeah, and yeah, the only issue is you got to go looking for the scene you want to click on, whereas you can hit 1 or 2 or 3 on your keyboard,
Right, yeah.
and that will automatically jump. But other than that, I think that should be good. So
Sweet.
So if we went hello there, and I'm going to. Did I not have it playing?
Oh, that would be good to be able to send messages there.
Yeah, and it's easier for you to then, because you're not moving away your eyes away from the stream. It's easier for you to then, because you're not moving your eyes away from the stream, and it should come up pretty quickly like that. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's just an easier thing. So yeah, yeah. Otherwise, you should be good, man. So if we,
how do you get that window back up if you accidentally close it? The chat window. I think
the chat window.
With that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to docs, chat,
okay. Dead easy.
and then you grab it and move it over to the right. There you go, dock in. Yeah, sweet. So that's about it. So you should be very good. So let's just finish off really quickly so you're not left high and dry. So what did we set up? So let's get rid of all that. So we said 27 in control settings. So audio, fuck off. Audio sources are cable output output VB fucking audio. Oh god, I can't type. And microphone. You can fix up the spelling mistakes. So who is it, Jake? You go on tomorrow?
That's the plan.
Awesome. 28 audio output destination is headphones. 29, 30, leave all other settings default. All right. So I think we've got all that. Did we talk? So we've done video. You got to ensure your Video Ninja speaker is not muted in video's director window. Click room settings, change that, embed URL. Go back into OBS and start the virtual camera. Click enable the director's audio video stuff to enable. Video source is OBS virtual camera, correct. Audio source is blah, blah, blah. And man, you should be pretty good. Oh, hang on. What was that last setting? That so in 27.1, so your OBS settings, audio output at the moment is, let me just double check that. Is cable input. Cancel. And the only reason why I write all this down is because if you're trying to get it done at a certain time and you can't figure out why, yeah, it should be good. So that's really close. All right, I think you're good, man. I'm just wasting your time now. Hang on. Maybe Mr. Fucking Perfectionist here. 30.
We've missed
and then. Oh no, that's fine.
You didn't need to do that.
All right, cool. So you got that there. You can go back and then just update those settings as you find better settings, or you realize you want to do something different, and then just change them.
Sweet.
All right, mate. This is going to be cool. I'm going to look forward to watching you. It's going to be really good.
Well, yeah, if it works, we'll see.
Of course it'll work.
Find some way to screw it up. But,
mate, everyone tunes into our show. Everyone tunes into our show to watch you anyway, so it doesn't. It's going to be fine.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers, man. Really appreciate that.
No worries. I'll leave you to it.